All right, so this is you've seen how the market has been the last couple of weeks. Today, this week is really just not going to be any difference. Um, there's going to be lack of follow through on some stocks. That's why we look to find the ones that are breaking major channels. Like Tesla taking out 174.75 and going red. We're taking out a major channel. So no, I'm not gonna jump in with it going red. It's gonna have to take out the bottom channel. I know this is pre-market low, but this is too close. Look at the support in through here. I'm not gonna short into that. So that's my major watch here. Let's take a quick look at Meta. Hold on, let me hide this. Okay, you can see these Meta is running into the 10-day moving average. Now, if we lose the 10-day, we've got some room down to the 20-day. Okay, so that's a little move that we have in store. Nvidia, we traded this thing a big run up. Didn't quite get to 1,000. Big sell off on Friday, and this morning looks like it tapped the 10-day. Okay, and close to tapping it. But you could see it's kind of in a rut right here. Can't trade it to the short side until we break free. Now, I didn't quite touch the 10-day. So you can see those. You said Dell. On the 10-day is at 111. So you do have some room, and then under the 10-day, you've got a chance to close the gap. So the question becomes, will it take out the 10-day? Under the 10-day, you've got some room. You see Netflix. Netflix has the potential to make a run. But you guys you understand why I don't like to trade, inside tight windows. Trying to anticipate it breaking, out one window into the next. The least amount of stress that we could deal with, the better. So I kind of like Meta 496.31. This could be a good aggressive entry. Could be a good aggressive entry under the 10-day. There we go. See if we can get through 495. It's got to get through 495. I was looking for a good flush down to the 10-day. I mean the 20-day. But anything under 492.50, I would take profit if we could get through there. Still got my eye on. Come on, 490. We about to lose 493. Well, we were. Come on. We're working on 493, and I do believe we'll get through it. If it gets hung up too long, I will take profit. All right, we're under 492.50, so we took our first profit. I'm looking at 490 for the next, that whole dollar mark. But my profit target, oh man, do need to put my stop in because this can rip back up and stop me out. Easily rip back up and stop me out. Look at Tesla. Tesla's getting aggressively bought up off the bottom of that channel. Aggressively bought up. 495. So we're looking for 490 for the next target. Oh, we got it. I just looked up and realized we got it. 485. I'm gonna put it at 485.25 for the last target. Who knows if it'll get there. So range, $485.25, and then 494 is the profit stop. $485.21. That's gonna be see, this is what I'm talking about. You gotta find these big profit windows see if we can get, we need another dollar. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. We're done. Alright, now I could still keep going. But that was my final target. I was looking for it to hit I was looking for it to hit the 200, and that's exactly what we got. Ironically, the linear regression channel here is 484.26. But this thing is still going. Yeah, we're bouncing now. So if you want to play the bounce, this one candle is probably going to take up a lot of the profit margin. So you would have had to take it off of, the right off of the 200, right when it crossed back over the 200. You would have needed to deal with that. Alright, so Tesla set up going long, which I didn't want. Here's the 5-day moving average right here, 177. 91, which I didn't want to really buy into. But it is taking off. Don't know how far you're gonna get with this, but this is a nice little breakout here. Curious about the follow through, because that's something that we have not seen lately, is follow through. Yep, nice follow through on Tesla. Really nice follow through on Tesla. It is an opening range breakout. What we did, we traded the break of the pre-market range. If you go back and look at Tesla. Oh shoot, hold on. Look at Meta. Here is the pre-market low. And remember, the aggressive opening range trades are gonna be when we take out the pre-market low. And that's what we did here. But we had the 10-day moving average here as well. So we had to wait for it to take out the 10-day before we could get in. Like, even though it broke the pre-market low, you still don't want to short into support. So I waited for it to take out the 10-day, and then we were on a roll. So still an opening range breakout. You're just using, a different time frame. Just like some people use a 1-minute chart, some people use a 2-minute, some people use a 3-minute. Longer term traders, longer term day traders, that typically trade, hold a trade for a couple of hours, they'll trade off a longer time frame, like a 60-minute or a 30-minute. Some even do 15 minutes. Hey Simba. Hey Simba. Don't click the mouse. I done told you about that. Stay off the mouse. I know cats like to chase mice, but stay off of my mouse. Stop it. So, but look, you see how easy that trade seemed. When I first started trading, this wouldn't have been an easy trade. Okay, I probably would have bailed out before the move. Stop it. Before the move happened. I probably would have bailed out. Look at what you're doing. I would have bailed out before the move happened. Missed a lot of this because I didn't have the right mindset. I would have been thinking about not losing versus winning. I'm gonna put you down. If you don't get yourself together, you're going down. I'm trying to be nice to you. You're gonna go down with the rest of them. So now I'm sitting around waiting to see if we get a 5-minute opening range. A 5-minute opening range breakdown. Stop. Waiting to see if we get a 5-minute opening range breakdown. then that will start a new trade. That would start a new trade. You see, we would be under the 20-day, we'd be under the linear regression channel, and it would be taking out the 5-minute opening range low. And let's see, hold on, we need to take these trade things off. I'm gonna take these trade things off. But you can see everything is building off of this support. Everything is building off the support. The 5-minute opening range, high and low, becomes support and resistance at this point. Yeah, great job. You guys that took Tesla, great job. Excellent, excellent job. I mean, I think you've already hit that 180 mark. So you got 182.10 that you're kind of working towards at this point. You got your 182.10. Could be, if it makes it to 182.10, I would be interested in a reversal. I would be interested in a reversal. But look, first 15 minutes of the market, we have, you know, if you took Tesla, you had nice follow through on it. You're in the money. If you made the same trade I made on Meta, and when I talked about, you know, we saw this kind of right at the open, right prior to the open, it taking out this level. That would be a great aggressive entry, and we made some pretty good leeway. So it is showing some signs of life. It doesn't want to bounce. It does not want to bounce, but then there's a lot of support here that's keeping it from selling through. But right now I'm seeing it as it just does not want to bounce. So great job. I love to see when you guys really grasp the concept. But you got to do this every day. And don't expect to have a trade like this every day. The market is random. And in order for us to make money in a random market, we have to be constant. Meaning if the market's not conducive to our parameters, we do not take the trade. If we do, we're going to lose. God forbid we win, then we've just created a bad habit based on that feeling of winning. And when we get into habits, I've got a whole new program that covers habits and building the right habits. We're going to hit once we finish the trader mindset. All right, guys, we're coming up on the first stop. Okay, you gotta go down. Stop. Trying to be nice to my kitty here because he hadn't seen me all weekend. None of them have, but he can't stop wanting to hit the wrong buttons. He wants to type on the keyboard. He wants to play with the mouse. We can't have that. Alright, so the next entry on this, I'm looking for it to take out a 5-minute opening range. Kind of waiting to see what we're gonna do here. Now we know if we make a lower low, we're going to get we're likely to get a bounce. So let's be patient. Be patient, be patient, be patient. We are close to 10 o'clock. We are working on 3 levels. The 20-day, the linear regression channel, and the 5-minute opening range low. Let's see if the linear regression channel adjusted down any. 43.66. All right, so now we see what's going on. Where did I move it to? I think I moved it. Must have typed in the wrong number. 483.66. There it is. Must have typed in the wrong price on the other one. We haven't made a new low yet. We're working on it. We are working on it. 30 more seconds in this 5-minute candle. So we just made a new low. Let's see if we can close below the LRC and then confirm. About 10 more seconds. Here we go. So now just be patient, wait for it to trigger. 483 seems to be pretty strong here. 483.13 is the low. All right. We are in like Flint. A little bit late. I wanted it closer to 483. I wanted it a little bit closer to 483. Stupid ass fucking computer. All right, so I am looking at it's having a hard time getting away from the 5-minute open range low and the linear regression channel. But my target is the next daily pivot here at 479.72. Now we're making a lower day. We've got a lot of support that we're trying to make resistance now that was sitting up there. So there's a lot to deal with on this. So just be patient and let's let it come to us. So 479.92. Sorry, 479.92. So basically 480 is going to be my next target. I want to see 480. So we're getting there. The bid is getting there, but the ask is getting stuck and keeping the bid from doing much. I don't want 480.50, but I think we can get there. Come on. Come on, one more little dip. One more little dip. There we go. I don't know what happened, but it didn't cover like it was supposed to. But look how aggressively it got bought up off of 480. Look how aggressively it got bought up off of 480. I think we're gonna stop out. Pretty significant bounce here. Pretty significant bounce. Alright, so everybody is like, wow, how did you figure, 480? What are you looking at? You guys know. Look at 480. Look at the open interest here. These are the week. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. These are the weeklies expiring this week. Look at the open interest here. We got 475, then 470. It's building. Now you still had a lot of people that had a lot of $500 calls. Now, this 100% can get back there. You can get back there. I'm looking for 475 next. You can get back there. And that's based on 475 is based on the call activity. So looking for 475. But let's go back to it. Go back and look at this. That doesn't mean that this thing can't turn around and by the end of the week be at 500. I mean, we don't really have a big number stacked up here. We only got 3,100 contracts so far at 475, only 46. Open interest at 470. It's not as strong as you would want it to be. Not as strong as you want it to be on the put side. And you see 480, that was the biggest one. This hasn't updated yet. Probably won't update till 10:15. Because this updates every 15 minutes. I don't need a live option scanner. I mean, I really don't need it. So I could see where big money is sitting. You know, I'm not trading, I'm not scalping, I'm not making fast trades. You know, I'm kind of trading the trend. I'm a trend trader more so than a momentum trader. A lot of day traders are momentum traders. They're trading that quick hit, and that's what we did here. This was purely a momentum trade. Now I'm trying to trade the trend. This is a continuation of the downward trend. Now, do we need volatility or momentum in it? Yes. We do need some momentum in our trend trades, but the momentum is weaker and the moves take a little bit longer to mature. So if you remember the last class that we had, price action class, you'll know exactly what this candlestick is telling us based on the formation of this candlestick. So because of that, you don't have to sit back and worry or get upset about anything if it's not going the way you want it to go, because you know what's happening. You know what's happening. So this is what I like to do when the market is the way it is. You only have a couple of stocks actually breaking out and making moves. You know, out of our fugly 5, we've got you know, Meta and Tesla, the only two that really broke out. I don't think AMD. This is our sexy 6, because I added AMD for all of you jungle traders out there that love AMD. Let's take a look at Microsoft. There's not enough room in Microsoft. The 50-day is at $399.25, so I don't want to put any stress on Microsoft. Extra 5-minute opening range low. Let's see if it breaks the opening range low. Look at what we've got. The 50-day is stuffed right here at $399.25, which basically gives it just over $2. So, okay, Meta, we're about to stop out on. Okay, so you know what this candlestick is telling us. You saw how aggressively it got bought up. It never did get to 475. Now, will it come back and test it? Likely. I do believe it can come back and test this. But this is typically what we expect on, you know, this market where we're not getting a lot of follow through. This is not abnormal. And then with the lack of volume, the lack of open interest that I'm seeing on Meta, it's kind of hard to see what this is going to do. You can't anticipate, you have to wait for the triggers. All right, guys, so I believe our morning it's 10:11. I think our morning is slowed down, and we put in a intraday pivot right here. So yeah, we've got to take out that pivot in order to see any more movement down. I mean, the SPY is selling off pretty good. Yeah, but that's our morning. Let's wait a little bit longer. Wait a little bit longer and see if we're gonna keep coming back. $461.79. That's the next. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's another one. Hold on. Yeah, 461.75. This is a sneaky pivot right here at 479.15. So there's a sneaky pivot right around here. It's pretty much right on top of each other. It's not a buy. That was a profit target that was left on. So what we're doing is we're waiting for it to come back and take out this intraday pivot. So if we're gonna trade it, we need to be careful. But we have to wait and see. There's no anticipating this. No anticipation. You've got to wait for it to set up. Right now, it's in no man's land. This is the kill zone. This is where a lot of people get popped out because they're sitting there anticipating the bounce, anticipating it coming back down. If we wait and let the price action dictate to us that we're gonna actually, make a move, then we'll be fine. Let's see. Okay, 480.96 is the linear regression channel. It's taking too long. It's dragging tail. My ideal entry on Tesla. Let's see if it even triggered an entry for me. There's the rejection off of resistance. Depending on the price action, maybe I probably could have gotten in here, but I'm looking at how close the 9 is. I wouldn't have taken this. I really wouldn't have taken the reversal because there wasn't enough room. And then you got the VWAP sitting right here, which is typically where the reversals kind of fade, to, and then that's it. So honestly, I wouldn't have taken this. Now, potentially here, it's, when we took out the low of this candle right here, I might have gotten in, off the low of that candle. But I would have looked at this and said, damn, this is only about $1. It's not worth it. And I wouldn't have taken it. You see, what I found out very quickly when I was learning reversals, and all these guys that were saying, how good they were doing on reversals and everything, you're looking at a chart and they're making 75, 85 cents, a dollar, sometimes $1.25, and they aren't trading with any size. They're not really making any money. You know, it looks good. It looks good on a chart, but they're not taking any size. If this thing takes out the VWAP, you probably have another 80 cents to a dollar down to the 20-day. Yeah, you could be hoping on that. So right now, I'm waiting for it to take out this bottom channel. And if we do, look at the window. You see, I'm not anticipating. I'm waiting. We've closed a bit more put contracts at 475. That was my target. So we did close a lot more put contracts there. Yeah, this is when trading gets a little boring. click this every time and you never remember my device. No, there's nothing boring about making money. But you get some people oh man. All right, we are getting there. Waiting to see what this will do. Trying to be patient here. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Alright guys, it's defended it again, practically around the same level. So, the chart's telling us there's some pretty significant support here. Slightly higher low. We are bouncing back into this daily level. The 9, the 5-minute opening range low. But we're gonna call it. There will not be any more trades on this unless it takes out the bottom of this pivot. You can tell we tested it twice. It did not like it down here. It's been aggressively bought up twice. So I think that's gonna end our morning. I'm pretty happy with the way the morning worked out. I'm relatively happy with the way the morning worked out.